Today we're cooking up some halal lamb curry. We're going to start by chopping up a jalapeno. I like to cut my jalapenos in half, then cut out the seeds. If you want your curry more spicy, you can leave those seeds in. Now we'll slice the jalapeno into pieces. We'll set that aside for now and prepare a yellow onion. We'll keep this one really simple and do nice thin slices. I like to cut mine really thin so they almost disintegrate into the sauce later. Set that aside for now as we prep some red potatoes. We'll cut these into eighths. You've probably noticed by now that my potatoes are resting in water. We do this to help prevent the potatoes from changing color while the curry is cooking. Once your potatoes are all chopped up, we'll set those back into the water and set it aside. I like to use a Dutch oven for my curries, but a large pot of any kind will work. Place 1 pound of Midamar's Halal lamb in the pot, break it up with a wooden spatula, and season with some salt and pepper, about half a teaspoon each. Cook that until no pink remains and then remove the lamb. We'll also remove some of the fat, leaving about 1 tablespoon remaining. I kept a little extra just in case I needed some later. Now we'll toss the onions and jalapenos into the remaining fat and let that cook until they've softened a bit. Lower the heat and add 4 large cloves of minced garlic or about 5 medium-sized cloves. We'll cook that up until the garlic is fragrant, then we'll add the lamb back into the pot. Mix it up, then we'll drain the potatoes and add those to the pot. Now we'll make the curry part of our curry by adding salt and pepper, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground mustard, 1 teaspoon of cardamom, 1 teaspoon of cloves, 1 tablespoon of cumin, and then we'll mix it all up. Then to get a little extra oomph, we'll hit it with a half a tablespoon of garam masala. This is optional though, only do it if you really want that extra spice. Once all the seasonings are all mixed in, we'll add in a 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes with the juice, half a cup of halal lamb or beef stock, whichever you can find. Then we'll use those liquids to pull up some of the cooked bits from the bottom of the pan. That's called fond, and it's a sort of concentrated flavor that'll make our curry even better. Then we'll finish it with 3/4 of a cup of coconut milk and mix it all up until it's well combined. Lower the heat and let that simmer for about 20 minutes. Make sure to come back every 3 to 5 minutes to give it a stir, which will help prevent burning. Once that's thickened up a bit, we'll pull it off the heat. And that's it! We'll serve it up with some Kaiser garlic naan, available at our links in the description below, and we'll see you next week with another delicious halal recipe.